guys, it's PLAYMATS team here, and today we are showcasing the first feature match of the PLAYMATS Cup VIP Edition 2020. Now, before we start, let me thank our sponsors, PLAYMAT per Tutti and GRAAD. GRAAD stands for Grade Authority and Authentication Division. It is a new certification brand for the authenticity and quality of collectible cards. Its goal is the one to offer professional collectors and enthusiasts a high-quality, specific service dedicated to the certification of authenticity and quality of collectible cards. Moreover, GRAAD offers services related to all brands in all TCG card languages, which is a big advantage. Now, let me introduce PLAYMAT per Tutti. They produce beautiful custom playmats, and I tell you guys, they are so nice to play with. You can make your personal playmats starting from a picture of your own or ask for a brand new project of your unique piece of art. So please don't forget to check in the description down below for more information, and remember to follow them on Instagram. So the Instagram post of last week, the public staff had chosen another match to feature, which was the one seeing Nicola Villamagna with Melfi Tri-Brigade against Leon Keeper with Dinos. But unfortunately it wasn't possible to make a commentary on that match since the players went through a DB crash, so the replay went completely lost. Nevertheless, we have decided to feature another match, which is Luca Masetti, who won the PLAYMATS Cup Winter Edition, who is playing Virtual World, and Charlie Dupee, I don't know how to pronounce, so it will be Charlie, who won the PLAYMATS Cup Spring Edition 2020. And he's playing Dragon Link. So, two great players, both winners of a PLAYMATS Cup, and what else to say? Let's hop right into the match. So, here we are with Luca aka Tegalik and Charlie aka duzuru. So, let's see the initial hands. We have Tegalik starting with Pot of Desires, Ash, Lulu, Lily, and Shinlong, so only one hand trap. Probably won't be sufficient to stop Dragon Link from going off, but at least he shows some gas, I guess. Also, the Shinlong may come in clutch going second, who knows. For Charlie, we have Divine Lens, Dragon Buster, Quick Launch, the Black Baby, and Brotar. So it's pretty unfortunate to see Lens and Dragon Buster in your first hand, but it's still easy full combo through the Ash Blossom. So Charlie starts with the Quick Launch and goes for the usual combo. I'll just point out that he is not using Romulus effects just because he hard drew the Divine Lens, so he's sort of playing around the Ash in Tegalik's hand. Indeed, Charlie is free to go into Herald, putting a negate on field, and now he can go into Needle Fiber combo. So now Tegalik has to think whether to drop the Ash on the Fiber or on the LP, but I think the correct choice is ashing the Fiber, just because in that case Charlie would need two extenders to combo off, and in fact Tegalik drops the Ash. But we do already know that Charlie has the Black Baby in the end, which is a double extender by itself, so this is the reason why he is letting Ash resolve, and he is keeping the Herald on board to play around Nibiru, which is much more of a threat. So Charlie is now free to continue comboing without interruptions, handing on the Buster, the Herald, and the Savage Negate, so it's a pretty impressive board. Notice also that he wasn't able to reap one card off Tegalik's hand just because he didn't have a discard for Brotar, so that was definitely unlucky. Now let's see if Tegalik is able to break the Dragon Link board going second. Let's keep in mind that Virtual World can out the Buster Lock thanks to Kowloon, setting the TUTTI directly from the deck and popping the Savage. So it will be interesting to see if Charlie is managing his negates in such a way that he stops this line of play. So Tegalik starts by activating Shinlong and then Lily, targeting Shinlong. So here we see Spheres bouncing the Shinlong and negating the effect. Now Tegalik is free to normal summon the Lulu and beat over the Herald, baiting 2 out of 3 negates. The GG is then used targeting the Lulu And this is a kind of a crucial point, because if Savage negates the GG, Tegalik won't be able to send the Shinlong to search for the Lulu, and will be forced to hope for a god draw with the Pot of Desire. Instead, we see Charlie letting the GG go through, then Tegalik activates the Shinlong again, just to bait the Savage maybe, and then drops the Pot of Desires, which is negated by Savage Dragon. Well, I think this is a huge misplay, since Charlie knows that the remaining card in Tegalik's hand is a Lily, so by letting the Desires go through, he is only risking to lose to Talents, while by negating the Desires, he is sure that Tegalik will access the Lulu and then the TUTTI on board, breaking the Buster Lock, so not well played here, definitely. We see now Tegalik putting the TUTTI on board and managing to pop the Savage, and therefore getting rid of the Buster Lock. At this point, I am not seeing any way to end on VFD, so he is just making Juju in order to send the Union Carrier to grave, and then he hands on a Shen, recycling a Lulu of GG in the end phase. So we see Charlie drawing into an Octo and admitting defeat for this game 1. So in game 2 we will see again Charlie going first and trying to combo off. Starting hand are Nibiru, Lulu, Drow, Nyan and Lancia for Tegalik. Then we have Chaos Space, Red Rose, Black Metal, Talents, and Divine Lens. God, that Divine Lens is stuck in his hand. Charlie starts to make the combo, but we see of course the draw coming down on resolution of the Chain Striker 1, BMD2, shutting down the Chaos Space and making the Talents live. Talents is dropped of course, ripping the Lulu, so now Charlie has complete knowledge of Tegalik's hand. He knows Tegalik can't combo and is just full of entraps. So Charlie manages to put spheres on board and passes. A Lolo is picked for turn, but we'll see the spheres bouncing the Nyan and stopping the turn. Here we can see a huge misplay from Charlie, who searches for Levineer, discarding the Boot Sector Lounge. And this is kind of crucial since he clearly knows Tegalik has Lancia in hand, so he won't be able to access neither the Levineer nor the Baby Dragons on field. So I just wonder why he did that instead of bringing something else. Plus, he discarded Boot Sector Lounge, which could have been better definitely. However, let's see if he'll manage to combo off. He draws a Phalanx, which is really unfortunate, and as expected, the Lancia is dropped in standby phase, so he's only able to make Herald, with Rose Dragon and pass with just one negate on field. Tegalik draws a Desires, which is huge, and gets rid of the Herald in battle. Then draws into Dark Ruler, which is dead right now, and a Shinlong, so very bad draw for him. But nevertheless, he should be able to go for VFD. Indeed, he goes for the Cloud Castle play, reborning the Shen, and then on VFD Trap, which is a hell of a setup, and probably will hand the match. The VFD is then shotgun in standby phase, so Charlie is left comboing without any clear direction and eventually admits defeat as expected. We saw Tegalik convincingly winning it 2-0, going second both games, which was pretty impressive, while we also saw Charlie making a few misplays, especially game 2, when he decided to bring Levianeer of Rotor, when knowing Tegalik had Lancia in hand. But I mean, it's fair, it can happen. So that is all for this feature match. Hope you enjoyed it, so stay tuned if you want to see more contents from the PLAYMATS Cup VIP edition, as this week we are playing the top 4 matches. Moreover, we will be uploading all the deck lists coming out from this event, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell if you want to see these contents as soon as possible. That's it guys, stay plus and stay purple, bye!